Fucking Michael Phelps said he accomplished everything he puts his mind to. Motherfucker, dude. That guy is incredible. Obviously, it's the 2016 Olympics. And we're watching Michael Phelps just fucking be incredible. He's an incredible musician. Athlete. That's what I meant to say. But that wasn't a Bruce Springsteen song you just heard. I mean, it was, but for copyright reasons, it was not. It's dark. I get it. Whatever. I mean, I love you. Fucking, I love you. All right, I'll move the light. That's how much I love y'all. Okay, that's much better. Now I gotta get it in focus for y'all. Or is it for me? Am I just making this for me? Episode 14. I haven't made an episode in a month and I still haven't caught up. Whatever. Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps. What a guy. What a freaking guy to be. Oh, so inspiring, dude. Fuck. Okay, I'm bald. Let's check it out. I wasn't trying to hide it, but I haven't shaved for a while, so you can see the line. That's not what I'm about. I'm not about that line. I usually shave faster, but I haven't had the chance. I mean, I have, but I forgot in the last 2 showers. What am I talking about? I've had the chance to shave. What's up? I have so much I want to talk about because the first thing I want to talk about is, I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast or talked about this at all, but the DEA just kept their rating of fucking marijuana as being a Schedule 1 drug, meaning that it has no medical benefits. They kept the scheduling at no medical benefits. Schedule 1. Those motherfuckers, dude. Oh, DEA, dude, you gotta jail people to make money, but not jail white people, because white people get mad. Well, black people get mad too, but you know how it is. You know how that fucking shit goes. You know why. You fucking know why that it's black people and Latina people and Latino people that get arrested. You know why. I don't have to explain to you. You're smart. But, fuck, I need weed, dude. Weed is not a Schedule 1 drug. I need it. Dude, I need it, like, oh my god. As someone who smokes a Schedule 1 drug all the time, why won't I take pills that are released by the FDA? I would never take Loratab, unless I fucking had to, or like muscle relaxers and all that shit, dude. It's fucking dangerous. Prince, dude, we lost fucking Prince. We lost the Prince to prescription drugs. This is dangerous. So they come out and they say it's a Schedule 1 drug. What kind of fucking horse shit bullshit is that? That is so dumb. That is so dumb. But I need weed. I was in the worst mood today. I was in such a bad mood today. I was at work. I was crying. I was angry. I was fucking pissed. I fucking ran home. I was just in one of the fucking worst moods. And I just wanted to like get in a fight with someone. And I like was purposefully being a dick, walking just so someone would be like, "What's up?" And then I'd be like, "Fuck you." And that's why I never fuck with people, because you never know. People are just in those moods that are they're like want to fucking fight, or they just want to get in someone's face or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Going off track, I was in a bad mood. I came the fuck home, started smoking some weed, and I was like, chill the fuck out. Everything's all good. Don't be so mad. It's gonna be alright. You're fucking fine. You're healthy. You have nothing to worry about. You have great genes. Fucking, you're good to go. I like this attitude more than being really pissed off. And maybe that makes me pathetic. Maybe it makes me weak. Maybe it makes me whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I need weed. I like the way it makes me think. I like the way it changes my perspective, and it makes me want to be more empathetic. And I was just thinking too. I was just like, I should post for my friend's band, the Sextones, I should make a post on Facebook or on social media and say, like, good work, guys. You're doing a really good job. Because they're doing a really good job. And, like, most improved, they get, like, the most improved award, the MIP. They really do. That acronym meant nothing. MIP. Most improved players. Not even players. They've always been really great players, but the dude is really, like, working really hard, and all of them are working really hard to, like, make something really special and really good, and they've always been, like, sonically really good and stuff, and I was always, like, so impressed. Like, the first time they showed me their old CD when they had a different band name, I heard it and I was like, it sounded incredible. Like, it really was the best sounding local recording I'd ever heard, and I was like, holy shit. And they were like giving me, like, take it easy, dude. And I was like, but you don't fucking get it. I've heard fucking hundreds of bands. Maybe not hundreds locally in Utah before I moved, but, like, a lot of bands. I've heard a lot of bands. I've heard a lot of music. I've listened to a lot of music. And I was very impressed. And now they're matching that with their songs, and they're, working really hard. And I think the lead singer Mark is just becoming more vulnerable, and I think realizing that that's the most interesting part of, everything you don't want to talk about is what people want to hear you talk about. Like, that everything you don't want to talk about is the stuff you need to talk about the most. That's what art is like, it's therapy. It's not just entertainment, At least it's not for me, and I don't really like stuff that's just entertainment, but I love Miley Cyrus. I just want to totally change subjects. Talk about my love for Miley. Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who bout this life? And we can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah. So I was at work today, and I was a little bummed that I'm single, and that's not why I was crying, but I was a little bummed that, I'm single. This girl, I'll go into the story after this, but I need to talk real fast about Miley. And I was playing Miley Cyrus, and I knew, like, all the words, and I was like, maybe this is why I'm single. Because I'm like a gay guy who's not gay. I don't want to kiss guys, so it's just like, fuck, man, women are fucking so complex. So fucking complex, man. They're as complex as the vagina is complex. I mean, I know what to do with the vagina, but, like, it's still, like, if you look at it, it's like, whoa, there's a lot going on in there. And babies come out of there, so yeah, it is a pretty complex thing, and they're pretty complex. And this chick that I've been talking about on this podcast, the one, so I guess I said on this podcast, I know I said that I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but it was the chick, the freaking Asian chick that listens to country music. God damn it! So, she fucking goes to Europe for a month. And she's like, I'm going to Europe for a month. Every guy that I've ever been seeing has cheated on me while I was in Europe. And it's happened every single time. I was like, alright, well, we weren't dating officially, but we were exclusive. Because we were fucking raw dogging it. Raw dick and a raw pussy. That sounds so vulgar. We were raw dogging it. It was great. So we were exclusive because I don't have any STDs. She doesn't have any STDs. That's how you kind of not get STDs. And she's on birth control. Really great situation. Literally, the dress that she bought, she had to modify 2 sizes bigger just for her ass. Her ass is out of this world. Fuck. And I'm an ass man. And it just is crazy how fucking hot she is. So, everything sexually. We've had so much sex. All sorts of sex. So she's like, I'm going to go out of town for a month. Every guy's cheated on me. I don't want you to... She didn't say I don't want you to cheat on me. But she's just like, every guy I've done. It's like, I won't do that. I won't... You're going out of town. I will not sleep with anyone else. So, she goes out of town. She goes on the trip. And let me just read you the kiss and tell
let me read you a little bit of the transcripts of this talk. And man, dude, if I could write a book, if someone could publish a book of the embarrassing shit I've texted women, like seriously, I've texted the most embarrassing shit in the world. But let's see, I'm just random scroll up. Okay, here it is. I want to slowly slather my breasts and you all over with lube. After, I want to stroke your hard cock up and down with my breasts and hands while sucking and licking the tip of your big cock until you come with a cum, till you come all over my breasts and mouth. This is the kind of shit she's sending to me while she's over there, right? Awesome. I'm not going to read you what I wrote. Then turn you over, blankety blank, 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 and deep inside your blankety blank blank and leave my blankety blank. I'm not going to read mine. But anyway, she's like sending me all this stuff. Can't wait. Just landed. Reno after 25 hours. Talking about fucking me. That sounds amazing. Probably won't happen for a while. Just got home from urgent care and now I'm in bed. It's like, oh fuck, I don't know what's going on. So now I'm being like, hey, like, what's up? I'll fucking bring you soup. Please let me know if I can help you. I care about you, beautiful. I'll be fine, but thank you. Whoa, what happened? I don't understand. Well, when you feel better, my hard blanky blank is going to make you feel amazing. Jesus Christ, so cheesy. And then she said, I'm biting my lip right now. You're such trouble. Then moves to text. I deleted her text because I get sad and bummed when shit like this ends. And so I was just like, I don't want to fucking read her text or whatever. But out of nowhere, she just fucking, not that she owes me sex, she doesn't owe me anything. Maybe owe me an explanation, which her explanation was, I didn't think I could trust you. You always came off like across like a player. Like, I fucking wish I was a player. I would love that shit. I'm like a sex addict who's not good looking, rich enough, or famous enough to get laid as much as I want to. But I'm not a fucking player. She's like, blah, 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 blah. I came off. I see her with this other guy at a bar. Whatever. Wasn't that big of a deal. I haven't written a song about her, which means I didn't give a shit. But I did give a shit about losing that pussy, because that was amazing. That was the most amazing sex I've ever had in my life. Fucking, she was so wild. So, you know, who knows? We could fuck again. We could probably fuck again. I would love to fuck her again. I would fuck her all night, and it was awesome when we did that. But so, nonetheless, dude, take a month off from fucking sleeping with girls or going out, like, your game's a little off, and then you get rejected and your game's a little off. And it fucking sucked, too, because there was a fucking girl, she came into my work, and I knew she wanted to, like, fucking make out at my work, because she was in town from California, and she's always been flirty with me, and I knew she wanted to make out, but I was like, no, she's in fucking Europe, and I'm not gonna fucking do it, I'm not gonna fuck, and then she gets back, and she doesn't even fucking see me. She doesn't even talk to me. We dated for like 5 months. We were exclusive for 5 fucking months or whatever. And she fucking... But when she first said that, I was like, go fuck yourself over text. So maybe that's why we haven't rekindled things at all. But I was just very angry that she just played the bullshit card of like... I can't remember why I told her to go fuck herself, but I did. I was like, well, go fuck yourself. And she's like, that wasn't very nice. And then we talked, and I called her, and we talked for a little bit, and... You know, I would have been fucking fine with if she would have just told me, we're done, right before she left, but she just wanted to have someone at home waiting for her. And then when she got back, just flip on the Tinder and get your fucking dick somewhere else. Whatever. But it's a bummer because I could have fucking made out with this girl, and I just feel off my. Well, I feel better now because I went to a wedding, and I danced with this fucking incredibly gorgeous Pakistani American woman. That was beautiful, and we went and ate, and she had a boyfriend, so I didn't like try to kiss her or anything, but like we were all just hanging out, and we danced a bunch, and she was fucking stunning, and her boyfriend is a lucky dude. Yeah, but I mean, I talked about her on this podcast, and I was like, I don't think it was going to go anywhere, but like, it's like Ari Shaffir said, it's like, I wasn't done playing with my toy. And I wasn't done playing with my toy, and I wish there would have just been a goodbye fuck, you know? Like, can't you have a goodbye fuck? Can't you have a goodbye fuck? I mean, is that so hard? Is that so hard? You made me fuck, I haven't had sex in 2 months now. That's when as a male, that's when you start getting like loopy. You start acting a little crazy. After 2 months, that's the whole reason we're here, is to spread our seed. Masturbating does not work. Masturbating does not, doesn't work. Masturbating doesn't work. Your body knows you're not fucking having sex with someone else. And it's like, you know what? You know why prostitution's not legal? Because the women will be out of, like, so many less free dinners. Like, you will get so many less free dinners if prostitution was legal. Because there's a point where you're just like, fuck it. All I want to do is sleep with girls right now anyway. So why the fuck are we playing this game? You don't give up your power. It's like one of the biggest powers you got, ladies. I get it. You don't want to give up your power. But prostitution should be legal. And if it was, then I'd probably hire someone, because you gotta fucking slam puss to get new puss. That's just how it goes. You know, you just gotta get your dick game on. And it's, you gotta get your dick game on. John White, 2016, quotables. But it just sucks to have 2 months. I don't want it to go another, like, it was like 7 months the last dry spell I had. But then you start having sex, and women can just tell, and then they all want to fuck you. And that's just how it goes. And right now, they know that I haven't had sex for a while. And they just know it. But I did finger blast. So offensive. I did finger a girl at a bar while we were making out, bar makeout. She had like those loose shorts that girls wear. Easy access. I'm not sure if she came. I hope she did. She was making crazy faces. We were pretty drunk. But she was my good friend, one of my only female friends. And she was dating a guy when we first met. And so that's why she was my friend. And we were friends for a long time. Years. Probably a couple years now we've been friends. And then I played a show, and this is basically how it goes. Ladies like the guys that are on stage. There's something intoxicating about music. There's something intoxicating about a whole group of people watching you. But when you are on stage, it is very easy to get laid that night. And so I haven't played a show for a couple months, so I could play a show and go get laid. So I'm not actually too worried about this. But like, my friend came to an open mic. It wasn't even a show. It was an open mic, but I wanted to play this open mic. It was cool. There was a lot of people there. And I like open mics. I think they're very good at, you're playing for people that didn't come to see you, and you're playing for people that didn't, and not to like toot my own horn, but like a girl cried in the audience, and a lot of people really loved the show. And this girl cried, and it like meant a lot to her, and those kind of moments are amazing for me as much as anything. For me the most. Like to know, like, oh, I'm not the only person who thinks about this stuff. I'm not the only person who feels this stuff. And that's like the thing. I mean, I act goofy and all sexual and silly and all this stuff on the podcast a lot, but I'm like a really passionate lover. And I want to like love someone deeply, and I want to be like true to them, and I don't want to cheat on them. That's like who I am more than anything else. But like, I also got hurt, and so I haven't really let anyone in since this one girl. And it's like, I don't really know. You know, the fucking, what was her name? Orthohontus. Orthohontus. Oh, laughing at your own jokes always. I've done that so many times on this podcast. But Orthohontus, I just haven't really let anyone in. You know, I dated a girl for years after that, and I didn't let her in. And I don't know what's up or what's down, because sometimes I'm like, how can I be singing and doing these things and doing these songs if I won't even go to Vegas and tell her I love her and tell her that I want to fucking be with her? But that's the thing, I don't know if I want to be with her. You know, that's what I was talking about too with this Pakistani American woman I was dancing with. You know, when we went to Denny's later on that night, I was just like, you know what? I mean, love is going to Vegas, right? Love is when you go to Vegas. And she's like, yeah, love is when you go somewhere you don't want to go because you want to be with that person. So this Pakistani American, I'll say it again, Pakistani American, because that's my favorite type of woman. And Orthohontus was that. And so it's one of those things where I'm like, am I just chasing that? Because I love women of color, but I never, and I've always, you know, most of my girlfriends have been women of color, but have I always, I guess it's maybe half and half. I don't know. I've only really had four girlfriends. No, most of them have been women of color. Good me, progressive, yay. Just kidding. It's just, I don't know, it's my fucking biology or whatever, I think, you know, and I think because I'm super white, I probably am just attracted to women that look different than me, because I want to have babies with, I want to have, like, fucking beautiful babies that are, like, all beautiful and shit. That was poetic. Beautiful babies that are all beautiful and shit. But, like, I just do, you know? Like, I don't know, whatever. It's just, I've always been attracted to women of color. And now it's very, like, specific. Like, oh, Pakistani, Indian, Egyptian, Iranian. Like, so many. They're the most beautiful women in the world. But I got hurt from Orthohontus, and I haven't like let anyone in, and so, you know, goofy or whatever and all this stuff. And going back to the thing, I'm on stage and women like that. So my friend, she's now single. I play this show, we're hanging out, we're drinking. Fucking Whitney Houston is playing in the background, and it's fucking I Will Always Love You. I open up the door for her, she's walking in, and I pull her and I grab her and I kiss her, and it was a great fucking kiss. This was on Tuesday, and we go inside, and she's like, I don't know what's gonna be okay tomorrow, but right now it is okay that we're kissing. It is really hot that we're kissing. I was like, okay. She's this Korean, my friend's Korean, and so I was like, all right. So we make out, finger banging under the. There's no good word for that. Fingering is finger blast, finger bang, bang you into my life. There's no good. Girl, you're gonna finger bang and it's alright. Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Love those guys. They're my Michael Phelps. They're the comedian Michael Phelps. They're the guys that just keep wowing all the time. They're wowers. They're wowzers. They're wowers. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's no good word for that. But so doing that, finger banging under the fucking bar. Awesome. She's got it smelled really good. I like the smell of most vaginas. I like the smell of most vaginas. And it smelled really good and nice. I was like, that was cool. So that kind of, I guess, gave me a little confidence. But then that Saturday, after not fucking talking to me or texting me or anything like that for 4 days, and well, the next morning she was like, that was so hot. Oh, and we did that in public. I've never done that in public. She's like, that was so hot. I was like, awesome. I've got like a new get-on buddy. This is great. So, you know, I text her later, and she's like, you beast. I was like, oh, right. This is get on buddy. Let's fucking do this. Get on buddies are great. Get on buddy. So anyways, then it comes Saturday, and she's just like, okay, John White,
we're just friends, right? But it was like, okay, John White, we're friends, right? Damn it, that sounds way more. I don't know if that's exactly what she said. How she texted me, she sounded like a gorilla. Like, okay, John White, we friends? We friends? Like, it was like not adult. It wasn't an adult way of talking about something. I was like, we've been friends for years. You're gonna like text me this at Saturday night at 8:30, and you're gonna talk to me like a goddamn gorilla? Like, whatever. And that's the cycle of the pussy. You get it. You're having sex. Then you lose it. And you have that desperation to get it again. And then you get it. And then you have sex some more. It peaks. You lose the sex. You have the desperation for not having the sex. And then you get it again. Joseph Campbell would be proud. It's the monomyth. But with sex. And with women and confidence. But actually, you know, there's a saying by Joseph Campbell that's like, love is the only thing that's healed by the thing that dealt the blow. And like, that is so true. It's so true. So I hope that a lot of my goofiness and my maybe flippantness, flipperness about sex and stuff, you know that I'm also a romantic guy. And even though I don't come across like it, it's because I'm trying to be funny and entertaining. But I also, you know, I mean, I don't really think of myself as a sex perv or anything like that, but sometimes I kind of sound like it on this podcast because it's fun to have fun. It's fun to do this. It's fun. Whitney Houston. I met Whitney Houston. Have I talked about this on this podcast? It doesn't matter. Here we go. Boom, I'm a little kid. Like 8. I have talked about this because I remember saying the height of Bodyguard. It was like right around the Bodyguard time. It was right around Bodyguard fame. And she was sliding with her kids, and my sister sees her and she's like, that Whitney Houston. We're like, yeah, right, that's the most famous woman alive. That is not Whitney Houston. And she's like, that's fucking Whitney Houston. So my sister like goes up to her, and then Whitney goes, and it's one of my favorite memories. So I just like actually got hit by the emotions of it. And she comes over and she was like wearing, you know, like a scarf or whatever, and she like pulled it down, and she is like bright as the sun, gorgeous, so fucking beautiful, incredibly beautiful. Whitney Houston is. And we see her, and I was just like floored, and my sister and her talked, and they wanted to get a picture, and she's like, no, we can't do that. And then she drove away. And she drove away in an SUV that didn't have a license plate. And I remember thinking, who does she think she is? That she doesn't have to have a license plate. I think there was like 3 SUVs. But you know how memories are. But I know I fucking met Whitney Houston, and I know she was fucking beautiful as the sun. She was as beautiful as the sun, as beautiful as anyone that's ever walked the earth. She was gorgeous. And speaking of beautiful, my sister just got married, and seeing her in the wedding dress was one of the most powerful moments. And I got to be like the lead groomsman or the bridesman or whatever. I was standing right next to her. It was the biggest honor of my life. The biggest honor of my life. And I got to play this song that I'm about to play as their first dance. They had their first dance, and the wedding was beautiful. And if I ever look with half as much passion as my sister's husband looks at her, I will marry that girl too. I will marry the fuck out of her, because I couldn't I'm standing next to my sister. I couldn't look at him looking at her. It was so powerful. It was so fucking powerful, and he is a beautiful man. He's a beautiful, amazing, awesome, cool dude. And I gave us the speech, and I thought because I did this podcast, and I thought because I do this podcast that I can fucking talk for hours and hours and hours and hours, and no fucking problem. I thought I didn't have to prepare it. But that being said, I didn't know I had to give the speech till like 3 days before. I was also trying to figure out some other things, working on some other things that had to do with, I had a lot of stuff to do. I had a lot of stuff that I had to do, and I wasn't thinking about the speech, and I did not articulate myself well or do that good of a job. I didn't like my speech at all, and then I realized no one gives a fuck about my speech. People have horrible speeches at weddings all the time, but I wish I would have been able to be more eloquent and more thoughtful, and I had notes in my head and things that I wanted to say, but it just didn't really work, and I stuttered a lot. Damn it! And I just thought of a good joke. I could have fucking recovered. It's a little. It's not how it is. You think of the best stuff later, but I gotta find the capo. So hopefully you can still hear me while I'm looking for this capo. Any capo will do, but they all seem. Oh. And so I just say, like, if you're having a problem or an issue, talk about it. And if you're having a mental problem or a mental issue or having a depression, and talk about it. And I wanted to say this too, that, like, you're not fat, you are not depressed. You might be overweight or be going through a depression, but you are not those things. No one is just fat. People are overweight, but no one is fat. No one doesn't have bones, a heart, muscles, a brain, a voice. No one doesn't have that stuff. Everybody has that stuff. So you're not fat. You are not depressed. You might be going through a depression. You might have a deep depression, but that's not who you are, and that's not what you are. No one is one thing. You can't define people in these ways. And you can't talk about yourselves this way, and you can't talk about other people this way. You know, like one time I said I was a pothead, and Mark Sexton, the guy I was talking about from the Sextones, Mark said, he's like, dude, there's more in your head than just pot. And I was like, he's like, you might be a stoner. And I was like, that's such a good way of thinking about it. I mean, it is. Like, I was thinking about too with fat. It's like, no one is fat. Why do I say I'm fat? I'm not fat. I mean, I'm overweight. Got like fucking chubs, whatever. But I've got body fat. That's extra. But I'm not fat. No one is fucking fat. It's a fucking shitty expression, and it's reductive. And so I was pretty off subject, but that was the biggest honor of my life, standing next to my sister. I was so proud to do that.